I like hiking in the wilderness, and or not. I don't know why I say wilderness. I just like hiking, right? And to me, that's my meditating. That's my time that I meditate. That's just time where I find I'm somewhere else, and I can let go of everything, and I'm just at one with everything, and and we all do that in a different way. It's interesting. I remember hearing sometime that there's no right or wrong way to meditating. It's interesting because you get all these this is how you meditate, and this is and there's guided ones, which is great, to get you started and stuff like that. But it really just comes down to you finding what works for you. I mean, we're all different, right? So wherever you can find that peace, within a day for a little bit, and shut everything down is the key. And and that's a part of the balance, right, guys? It's everything is a balance. We don't balance well enough in today's society. It has amped up and ramped up to a high level. Like, we are going way too fast. um it's not healthy. It's just not healthy. You know what I mean? More and more people are sick. More and more people in the world are sick than they've ever been, right? Cancer is at the highest. Everything, everything is, people are just getting sick left, right, and center. Things are going wrong with their bodies. I mean, to me, it's quite clear. It's just stress, right? Stress creates the. I'm not a doctor. I realize that, stress and inflammation. I mean, I think inflammation's involved in everything. Everything that goes wrong with us is some sort of inflammation. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Write it in the comments down there. I'm okay with not knowing, and I'm just saying things to create things. That's the thing. I'm a creator. I want to be a creator. I want to just pull us all together, and have discussions. And like I said, I'm hoping this goes lifelong, and we just keep talking about it. This video keeps going, and we just keep talking about this stuff, guys. How we can make our lives better, and how we can pull together. Let's, ones that have been there and they have suggestions, share. And ones that are going there, share what's working for you. Let's all share. You know what I mean? Let's all be together and be one, and thrive. So, in the ones that, and then of course, for you sharing, you're going to help others, right? And there's going to be ones watching this video that are like, I need to know all this. I want to know what can I do, right? So, let's just keep going in a certain direction here, and let's just roll this for years to go, like, you know what I mean? And just keep talking about it. So yeah, there's like a lot of platforms out there, guys. Let's use them. Let's share them. Let's use what works. Try and find some time. That's where I was going. Try and find some time for yourself. Find more time for yourself. Most of the people I'm meeting that are struggling with one thing or another, and are just not in a great place, it's usually 99% of the time, it seems like they're unbalanced. They're just not recognizing that they need to take that time. Start listening to yourself, like to your own self, right? Recognize when your energy is low. Take a day off. Guys, yesterday I'd been driving along every day, doing a bit of my studying, and just pounding the pavement, moving along. And I recognized it, man. I shut down. Like, I spent the whole day yesterday just sitting in this beautiful little free camping park that I found, and I laid in my camper the entire day. I slept. I had a nap. I read my book. I know we can't always do that to that full extent, just take an entire day and do nothing, but we should. I don't know, if you can't, well, then you still just got to try and find moments within the day that you take for yourself, and just close your eyes and shut down, and just and be at one with nothing, or everything, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Just take the time, guys. Let's balance. Let's take care of ourselves. You're number one in your books. We have, most of us have so much pride and so much honor, and we want to take care of our loved ones, and we have people relying on us, and we have expectations and all of that. That's all a lot of pressure. It's a lot of responsibility, and it's just a matter of balancing. Like, I've talked to you guys about my sister. My sister does an amazing job of balancing. I see her. I spent the, I was grateful and honored to be able to, and blessed to be able to spend some time recently at my sister's, and I witnessed her life. I watched her go like a ninja, like not in a crazy way. She just keeps moving. She just keeps moving in a peaceful way, so to speak. But she also recognizes, she does a beautiful job of recognizing when she needs to balance. And next thing I know, she goes off and to the river or whatever, to the lake, and just has some time. And she squeezes it in the middle of her day on her lunch hour. She'll go for a walk, or she'll all of a sudden she'll be on her bike going for a bike ride or whatever, just out of the blue. And just that's the balancing, right? She knows to take care of herself so that she can take care of others, right? I mean, guys, honestly, I've heard this lots of times, and it's something I say quite a bit too. And she's probably the one that told me this originally. Jamie, if you're only at 50%, you only have 50% to give to yourself and to others. So you need to raise that, right? You need to raise that. It doesn't have to be 100%, but you got to raise it. I mean, you can't be, a half a person and you're trying to give 100%. You can't be at 50% and give 100%. That's not a thing, right? So it's just something to think about, guys. I'm not gonna. I think I've said quite a bit. So external, internal. I'm probably missing some things, but again, if you can change internally with yourself, give that a shot first. If you feel like you can't change the external things, right? Like, I had an interesting analogy the other day that came to my head. Like, say I wanted to use this as an example. Say you work in a factory, right? 1,000 employees, right? And you notice that Johnny that works on the line down the, I'm just Johnny, I'm just throwing a name out there. But the guy that works down the line, or the lovely lady down the line, you realize that she's smiling all the time, right? And and most people are miserable and they're complaining and shit. And you realize that Johnny or Josephine down there or whatever is smiling all the time and kind of seems to be in a happy place or whatever. You know what? Go talk. Just say, hey, listen. One day, just say, hey, Johnny, do you mind if I ask you? Like, I noticed you're happy all the time and smiling. Like, what are you doing? Like, what works for you? Like, I'm just curious because I've been thinking about I'd like to be in a better place myself, and I struggle with the things in the world and all of that. So it's things like that, guys. You can start to recognize what around you is happy and pleasant, and question it. You know what I mean? Like, let's start asking. Communicate, guys. Like, communication's the greatest thing that we could use and that we don't use, and I've learned this. I actually learned this, believe it or not, in a relationship. I had a short little relationship after my marriage, and I was grateful for it. I mean, it wasn't a relationship that was healthy for me to stay in, but one of the greatest things that I learned from it was communication. I was blessed with my partner at the time teaching me to communicate, and I realized that I hadn't done that especially in a 20-year marriage that I was in. I didn't communicate. I had learned to shut everything down and keep everything inside and just close up and go into a turtle shell because I got into the place of a fear of the consequences or of what the other person was going to say or think. And it's not healthy. It's not healthy, guys. And so I had to relearn. I've had to relearn everything. Basically, that's what I've done by creating this new life of mine, is to basically strip away all the old and relearn all new. And it's beautiful, and I got a long way to go, but you got to start somewhere. That's the bottom line. That's what I always tell people. You have to start somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, if you haven't even started, then you haven't started. You got to start. So let's just start. And it may take years and years. It might take the rest of your life, but it's worth it because it's you. Freaking beautiful you, guys. I love you guys. Yeah, let's be happy and keep moving in the right direction, right? Let's move forward. All right, I'm going to sign off. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna go. I got a beautiful day ahead of me. I want to put some miles on. I feel much better today, guys, because I took that day off of rest. Um, wow, what a place to be standing in for this little speech that I had. I don't know, speech. I'm just talking to you. Anyways, okay. All right. Have a great day, guys. You guys are amazing. Thanks for being here with me. Adios.